In the last 24 hours, 75,471 trades have been shut down. Not sure what to do with the $216 million that was lost. Those who own XRP, welcome back to the Coins Alert program. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little low. Even though I'm sick, I didn't want to miss an update, just so you know. Thanks for getting it. When we look at the whole market right now, over the last 24 hours, we can see that some coins are still in the green, but the rest of the market is also in the red. There are some interesting things going on in the markets right now for tomorrow, which is actually today. As I said in my last update, the next few hours are very, very important because Fed Chair Powell will talk at the Jackson Hole economic event at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Does that mean he will talk about a possible rate cut? It's clear that's what people want to see. People are waiting to hear what he has to say about inflation and the meeting minutes from July, which got everyone talking. There are a lot of things being talked about right now, and people are looking forward to them. However, you should expect some instability before this meeting starts. If we hear about a possible rate cut, and he actually says that it's better than what people are saying, then I think the market will actually react positively. XRP's price on Friday was 2.8, and right now about $4.6 billion worth of trades happen every 24 hours. Look at this. BlackRock is now the biggest known Bitcoin storage provider, bigger than CryptoQuant and other markets. And I know that Satoshi didn't want this to happen. As you might expect, we don't want one big group to have too much power, but it has reached that point. People are beginning to see what this digital asset can do and how it can protect you from inflation and the lack of it. Because of this, there is a lot of attention from institutions and governments around the world. And it's clear that the demand is higher than the supply. BlackRock's main goal is to get as much Bitcoin as they can, since having more Bitcoin gives them more power. I know that this bothers a lot of people, but we need to know where the big money is going right now. But look at this, shut the door to smoke, of course. Ripple could still buy Circle, yes. If you think that Circle's M&A prospects seem totally out of the blue, you might be wrong. There are real opportunities for synergies with Coinbase or Ripple, but the deals fell through mostly because of the prices. Finding prices in the open market could help close this gap and get talks going again. So Circle's being listed on the New York Stock Exchange makes it known, but the numbers show that it's under a lot of stress. Costs of distribution make up 60% of income. As long as interest rates change, earnings will change too. Now that Circle files reports every 3 months, investors and rivals will have a good idea of where the company stands. If everything is clear, Ripple might be able to start negotiating again. We'll see what takes place. There were reports about this not long ago, and Circle has since said that they are not in talks with them. However, this is a very interesting point of view. Of course, they won't sell if the price doesn't make sense, but please let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you understand. If Ripple bought Circle, RLUSD could really shine as a stablecoin. This is because, in a way, Ripple would be buying their rivals. Of course, this is where the fun part really starts. But again, please tell me what you think about this whole situation in the comments below. But on that note, the SEC has until October 18, 2025, to make a decision on Grayscale's plan to convert its XRP trust into an XRP ETF. According to Bloomberg experts, the decision is likely to be approved 95% of the time, and I think we'll see it in October, since that's when a lot of these SEC reporting deadlines are. At that point, I think they would finally agree to it, and I think it's just the right amount of time, might see their rates go down. Of course, everyone wants to know if there will be a rate cut or not. The chance that there will be a rate cut is still 75%. That's why these hours are so important. As of the time this update was made, the dominance was still around this amount of 59.34%. If you're interested in Bitcoin, it did come back a little. You can check this out for yourself. We're seeing $113,000 right now. Still, it's not out of the question yet when it comes to getting excited. We need to be above 115, really above 115K, which isn't the case right now. So I'm still looking at the price in a serious way, and that's how you should always look at Bitcoin, XRP, or any other coin charts. As of right now, I'm still open to the idea of a break below 100. As of right now, the price of XRP is still pretty much the same as it was yesterday. Like I said before, the power is great for XRP right now. It's important not to forget this because if the authority was still the same as it was at the start of August, I think we would have already held another test. The 2.73 range, which is a change of about 4.3